Hey Noella B family, welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Skin. I've been doing a few pop-up events lately, and something interesting keeps happening when I start talking with other vendors and shop owners. You realize that every industry has their own behind-the-scenes practices that most customers never hear about. And it's not because those practices are illegal, but it's because it would seriously disrupt how big companies operate. One of my biggest pet peeves in the skincare industry is something called white labeling. White labeling is when a brand buys a pre-made, mass-produced product or skincare formula from a manufacturer. It's basically a stock product with maybe one or two small tweaks. And then they take their label, they slap their name on it, and they market it as premium luxury. Sometimes they'll tweak the scent, change the color, maybe add a tiny bit of a trendy ingredient so they can put it on the front label. But the foundation of the formula is still the same, and it's something that can be sold by many different brands. Now, here's why that matters. With white labeling, the formula is often designed around what is the easiest to mass produce, what's the most cost efficient, the cheapest, what is the most shelf stable, and maybe what is the fastest speed to market, but not necessarily what's best for your skin long term. That's often why you'll see formulas built with ingredients that can make products feel silky, smooth, foamier, but a lot of the time those products and ingredients can be irritating, drying, and disruptive for your skin barrier over time. And that's exactly why Noella B is different. Noella B is formulated by me, and I'm not picking products from a large manufacturing catalog. I'm not using a stock formula and just making it sound luxurious. I own my formulas, and I control what goes into them and what stays out. That means a large manufacturing facility doesn't get to tell me that I have to use a particular product to protect profit margins. They don't get to say that I can't exclude one ingredient or that I can only use a tiny amount of that. Or maybe, many times, you'll hear you need to substitute one ingredient for another because it's cheaper. Noella B has standards, and we don't bend them. We don't use PEGs, no sulfates, no silicones, no phthalates, no parabens, no drying alcohols, no petroleum or mineral oil. And that's not just a marketing line, that is a formulation choice. So when you're using Noella B, you're not getting a recycled, mass-produced formula dressed up with pretty packaging and backed by millions of dollars in marketing. You're getting something created with a very specific intention, built for healthy skin, a supported skin barrier, and results that aren't just temporarily smooth, but really it's built for true skin improvements. If you've ever tried a luxury brand product and wondered why it felt good for a week and then your skin started acting up, well, that's probably a byproduct of white labeling. And the ingredient used to make a product cheap and scalable can be a big reason why. If you want, I can always share a few simple ways to spot white labeling when you're shopping, or maybe even looking at your countertop, without needing a chemistry degree. Let me know in the comments below, and I can make another video for that. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again next time.